Hey everybody, it's Kenny Conklin from Scifiantasy.com, and it's been a while since we made a video, and now I'm going to laugh a little bit because my son is in the background like making a winky eye or something, trying to make me laugh over here, and then he's giggling in the background. Well, like I said, it's been a while since we've made a video. Been busy with work, but been busy with the little guy with hockey too, because I've been drafted as their coach. So been getting some work done here and there, but haven't been taking videos of what I'm doing, so let's just bring you over to the desk. The messy, very messy desk. So, we got almost everything on here. On this guy, the little Stasis from Wild House Models. And we've been messing with, and let me see if I can pick it up and bring it over yonder. This is going to be a little difficult because I got stuff all over. Okay, this is not how the original board is supposed to look. That I did myself because I extended all the wires and then I just threw beanies on them, Scotch locks, to extend the wire. They're rated for, I don't even remember the voltage, but we use them for 45 volts and better, so I'm not worried about these things melting like I said before. It's only running 5 volts through here, but I needed to extend the wires because they're too short, because this friendly little guy here is going to be going on an acrylic base and the wires weren't going to reach, and I got to get that ordered as soon as I figure out what I'm going to be doing dimension wise with the base. Alright, so we've been working on the seam in here, which is starting to go away. There was a big gap in there, and as you can see the gap in there, I'm not even going to try filling that in sand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little super glue right along the seam, and then we're going to make up some plastic resin, throw it in there, cover the whole thing. This way if somebody does look down there, it's just a flat surface. I don't have the whatchamacallit, the figure. I'm not putting a figure in there, so if somebody does look in there, a figure's not going to be blocking the board. Now let me try to do something here. I'm looking at my floor. I gotta get, whoa, we're all over the place. We're all over the place. I'm trying to keep it as steady as possible. Okay, let's see if we could get some better lighting here too. Sorry about the camera work right now. I'm just trying to get you this guy and this guy here. I put them on. The bottom one, if you can see it, there's a little bump out to the bottom one in the front. The top one, unfortunately, when I was going to put it on, I noticed the one side was totally cracked off and there was a little air bubble in there. So what I did was I started with my sanding sticks from the heaviest grit, got it all the way down, all scratched up, and worked our way all the way down till we got a nice shiny surface on that again. Look at my ceiling. That was just one little mess up on there, but that'll be nice and clear now. And then what we did on the inside, this isn't glued yet. Man, it's been a while. You can tell all my camera work is messed up. So I didn't glue this guy on yet. In here are all my other little beanies stuffed in there to keep everything out of sight. This guy was the hardest one to do. I talked to Neil from Wild House Models how he did it, and he put shrink tubing around this and used hot glue. I just used hot glue, and it's in place. And that ain't going nowhere. That's pretty much the hardest light to get in. And let's see if we can swing this guy around over here and get a clearer shot. The seam has pretty much disappeared. I just got to prime this guy up and see what's left on the seam to clean that up, and that big nasty seam that was in the back is finally gone. And we got, oh, make sure when you're doing this stuff you read the direction. I'm sorry, this is on the board right now, so because that's where I paint and prime and all that other good stuff, and I can't get light in there. But if you can see right there, there's a little plastic crystal, and that's to enhance the lighting. That's on the inside. So your big dummy friend over here, Kenny, didn't read the directions. I didn't put it in, and I had the whole body sealed up and there was no breaking it apart. So what I did was I just kept going around with the Dremel tool, made it smaller and smaller and smaller till it fit right in there. That sucker ain't even glued in there. I just got a perfect fit where it's jammed up in there. So what we plan on doing today, just gonna close that up. Plan on doing today is getting this filled in with the resin, and then we'll spray the whole thing down with primer, see if there's any messed up spots that I need to correct, and move on to that. But I'll show you guys if I can get the USB in there correctly. There is the lighting for when you turn it on, the top two. I really like to get you down lower with it. Let's see if we can, nope, don't zoom in. We want to zoom out and get you clear. So that's with it just turned on. The two lights pop on. Then you got your magnetic key card, and if I pick the right side to get this on, that's the first stage. Again, that's the second stage where the lights are going to swirl. It looks much better in there now with the crystal. The inside, somebody has to turn their motorcycle on while we're trying to tape here. The inside we're going to paint white to enhance the lighting even more, so it's a little bit brighter. And that's the second stage where it'll get faster and faster and faster until it stops and it's a single light, and boom, there it goes. And then of course the last one is our emergency mode, which is pretty cool. And then we click back and we're back to our regular setting. Now, oh my god, please stop with the motorcycle. Nothing against motorcycles, just not while I'm filming. Alright, so let me unplug this guy. While I'm doing this, I'll take a little break here from the camera action and I'll get some resin made up. We'll get that in there and show you that once we are done. Okie dokie, well, we're back. Let's see if we can mangle this video just a little bit more. So I did the, whatchamacallit, the plastic. I set up the resin and we filled in the base. Even though the circles are gone, I got a nice flat floor now with no gap in between, which looks much better. There are a couple bubbles towards the corner, but that's because I didn't mix things up very well. This is glued. You can't even see what I'm pointing to. This guy's all sealed up now. I did notice, and I might have to bring this up to you. Let's see. Let's get it in focus. I need something with autofocus. Yeah, laughing at me, my little knucklehead back there. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but this clear piece too I didn't notice until just a little while ago. This corner had a bubble in it, and it chipped out all the way, damn it, all the way on the corner over there. So I'm gonna have to fill that in. I'll probably fill it in with Bondo, and then what I'll do is I'll mask off the triangles on each corner. Let's bring it in a little bit closer. What I'll do is, like I was saying, I'll mask off the triangles on each corner and just have this lit up, and the same up here. I'll mask off this and just have I'll mask off the light itself and paint over the corners of the triangles. I may even paint the top and bottom and just mask the front of it so the light only comes out the fronts. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what we're gonna do with that. I do have some Mr. Surfacer in here right now, which I'm waiting to dry up, and then we're gonna plug up the holes in here. We'll plug up the holes on the sides with silly putty. We'll hit it with primer, and then we'll see what our mistakes are on this guy that we need to fix up. And maybe, you know what I'm thinking, I should probably lower the tripod. This way it's easier for you guys to see. But as that sets up, I'll do a couple other things and we'll be back. Well, I figured I'd play with it a little bit before I decide how I'm going to paint it. The bottom one I probably have set up a little better in there, so it kind of lights up the whole thing. But the top one is definitely only lighting up the center array, and it's not lighting up the side pieces. And if you actually look from above, it's not lighting up the top part either. It's just lighting it head on. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm just going to mask off the front, and then I'll paint this in over here, and you'll only have the front light up. And the same thing over here. I'll mask this guy off down here on the top, the sides, and the bottom, and we'll just have that front lighting up. This way I think it'll look a little bit better that way. So let me get to masking, and we'll talk to you guys in a minute. Okay, we got the Vallejo liquid mask down here that we're waiting up on drying, and over here. So once that becomes nice and clear, I'm going to start hitting this guy with some primer, and we'll see where we go from there. Well, we got the Tamiya primer on this sucker here. There's a few spots that I got to fix up, but if I can turn it around without breaking my wiring. The seam and everything is looking good. I got to fix up a little down at the bottom here, but it looks like that's it for tonight. The seam in there came out pretty good, but it's hard to see because I don't have the best lighting in here. So I think that will be it for the night. Well, that's like I was saying, that's it for the night. So thank you for watching another video, and I'll have an update on the site soon about what's going on with it. And hopefully there's some people out there that can help with content and stuff like that. And I'm watching my son. He's doing all sorts of crazy stuff in the back, and my wife's making crazy faces at me. I don't know what he's doing, but want to come over here and say hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up.
Hello, people.
Alright. Well, tell him thanks for coming to Scifiantasy.
Oh, thank you very much.
Tell him what you got last night.
Oh, what?
Tell him what you got last night.
What did I get?
Your very first.
Oh, I got my very first goal last night.
Playing what?
Hockey.
Hockey.
Yeah.
Just doing awesome. Well, for me and the little guy, that's it. I'm going to go put this on the computer and set it up and get it out to you guys now. And my wife is doing a silly wave like that. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.